Dear students, in previous topics we discussed two methods of representing the sets. First one is list method, second one is rule method. Now we'll learn the third method, that is a Venn diagram. In case of Venn diagram, we represent the set in a picture form. In case of a picture is a closed figure of any shape, and it is invented by John Venn. So it is called a Venn diagram. In case of, if we take an example, A is a set consists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Then this set can be represented by a Venn diagram. That is, you can draw this picture. This is a oval shape. You can draw any type of shape. In second example, he has given the rectangle. In this example, we take this type of shape. Any type of shape you can take, but the condition that the given figure should be a closed figure, this type of closed figure. So the elements is represented or right inside this closed figure with a dot. In book, dot is not given. Sometimes it may be used or not be used. So that this is a Venn diagram. This is a simple representation of set by using Venn diagram. Now we'll take very important topic, that is a set, that is a subset. Subset, if A and B are the two sets, then every element of set B lie in set A, then we can say that B is a subset of set A. It is denoted by this symbol, that is a B is a subset of set A. B is a subset of this set A. Suppose you have given the example, A consists the elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and B consists 4, 8, 12, 16. And if you observe in this case, A is a multiple of 2 and B consists the elements of multiple of 4 up to 16. Now every element of set B lie in set A. 4 is there, 8 is there, 12 is there, 16 is also there. So that you can say that B is a subset of A. But you cannot write A is a subset of B, because every element of set A does not lie in set B. So that A is not the subset of set A, but B is a subset of set A. By Venn diagram it is represented as, first we take a big set, that is a set A outside, and inside we take a set B. First you have to write all the elements of set B, which is inside the set A, 4, 8, 12, 16. Then write down the remaining elements of set A, 2, 6, 14 and 10. So in this case, B is a subset of set A. And also there are some properties. Every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself, because every element of that set lies in that set. So that every set is a subset of every element is a subset of itself. Now we'll take some examples. You know that the standard sets n is a set of natural numbers which consists the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dash dash dash. W is a set of whole numbers starting from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4 dash dash dash. Then the set of integers I consists negative numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this case, if you observe, all the elements of set n lies in set W, so that n is a subset of W. And also all the elements of W lies in set I, so that W is also the subset of I. So this is a simple concept of this subset. You can take a simple example. You are the member of your father's family, so that you are the subset of your father's family. Similarly, you can take a different examples. Your class in school means school is a big set, and your class means 9A, 9B, 9C are the subsets of your class. So this is a simple concept of this subset. There are some important properties. Every set is a subset of itself. It is represented that A is a subset of A, because every element of set A lies in set A, so that every set is a subset of A. Empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set, that is, a phi is a subset of A, phi is a subset of natural number also, phi is a subset of integers also. Then in this case, empty set is a subset of every set. How? Just think on these topics, and if you have answer, please send me. I will discuss this later on, why the empty set is a subset of every set. For this case, we considered example of God. Every time means God is not present, but we consider that God is present everywhere. Similarly, empty set is considered as a God, and it is present everywhere, and it is a subset of itself. Similarly, God is also the members of our family we considered, so that God is also the members of our family, and so that it is also the subset of our family. Similarly, in this case, empty set is a subset of every set. Then the third one is, if A is equal to B, then A belongs to B. Sorry, A is a subset of B, or B is a subset of A, because all the elements are same, so they are equal sets, so that A is a subset of B and B is also subset of A. Now we'll take a very important topic, as a universal set. In this case, the one word is very important, under consideration. Given sets are subset of a big set called universal set. Means big set is called universal set. In this case, under consideration is very important. Just we can take an example of in Dhule there is a big library, Rajwade library as well as Garud library. There are so many books are there, so we can consider that Rajwade or Garud library is a universal set according to your consideration. But your home library is also considered as a universal set. under consideration. The important point is that under consideration means all the books are present in Garud library, so that it is big set. We considered it is a universal set. In your library there are 50 books are there, that is also considered as a universal set. Understood the concept? First one is, even when we go to school, your bag is also considered as a universal set. There are only the books of 9th standard. Under consideration, that is also universal set. But don't be confused. Universal set means everything is present there. No. Under consideration, even one book is there, we can consider that it is a universal set. You can take another example. Mukesh Ambani is the richest person. Everything is present in his home. Everything is present. Everything is there. So we can consider Ambani's house is also universal set. At the same time, you can consider your home is also considered as a universal set according to your consideration. Also, if you take any small hut, there are some pots, utensils are there. Also, you can consider it is a universal set. Means universal set is a non-empty set. If there is a one or single element is there, it is also universal set. If there are infinite elements are there, it is also universal set. So you can compare the examples of Garud library, your home library, as well as your books present in your bag. These are also considered as a universal set. But this important word that under consideration. Under consideration, a set which is a non-empty set is called universal set. In case of number system, if we take an example, n is a subset of whole number, means w. W means whole number is a subset of integers, and also the integers are the subsets of rational numbers, means q. So in this example, q is considered as a universal set. Suppose, take another example. Suppose A consists one element, that is a 1. B consists two elements, 1, 2. C consists 1, 2, 3. In these three sets, C is the biggest set, and all the elements of set A and set B lies in set C, so that set C is also considered as a universal set. For the universal set, it must be empty set, it must be non-empty set. Second one, the sets which are related with that set must be the subset of that big set. So this is a simple concept of universal set. So don't be considered universal set means सब कुछ आता है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. Just considered universal set means a non-empty set, and under consideration all the sets are the subsets of that set. Again we can take an example. Just we discuss phi is a subset of set A. Then A consists of single element 1 and U consists also single element 1. Phi is also subset of U, A is also subset of U. So this a single element U which consists a single element, that is 1, so that A set A is also considered as a universal set. Okay. Now we'll take the next one, complement of a set. Complement means, suppose we take an example in our class, means U means the universal set. Our class is considered as a universal set. There are students means boys and girls are there. So our class is the combination of boys and girls. A is a set of boys and B is a set of girls. Now in this case, what happened? If we take A and B combined, we get a total class, means students of a class. A and B, there is no common element is there. Both are the disjoint set, means there is no common elements. We will take this disjoint set later on. So there is no common elements. So the complement of set boys is a set of girls, and complement of a set of girls is a set of boys. So that is called a complement of a set. Let's consider some example. U is a universal set, consists the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A consists the elements 2, 4, 6, 8. E is also subset of this universal set. Then the A complement is represented as A dash or AC, means raised to C, is equal to the remaining elements. You have to first remove these elements 2, 4, 6, 8 from this U set. If you can remove 2, 4, 6 and 8, the remaining elements are 1, 3, 5, 7. And 1, 3, 5, 7 is a set that is called a complement of a set. Then we take the second example. Already we discussed, U is a set of students of our class, A is a set of girls of our class. Then A complement is a set of boys of our class. In complement of a set, the condition that A and A dash must be the subsets of this universal set. Complement of a set means remove all elements of set A from the universal set. It is represented by A, C, A raised to C or A dash. So this is very important concepts. These concepts are to you for 11th as well as next studies. So this is very important branch of mathematics. In this case, we discuss the important topics, that is the set can be represented by a Venn diagram, then subset, then universal set, and then complement of a set. Next topics we will discuss later on.